This is probably the easiest call of the night. Sergei Spivac in the apex cage, that small apex cage, not only looked like a sharp striker with crispy jab, which I truly think if you have a crispy jab as a heavyweight, you're almost a cheat code in the UFC's heavyweight division, man. Like, that's all you need, just a crispy jab, and next thing you know, everyone's like, oh, are you top 15 ready? Like, you know what I'm saying? But he didn't need that. He just used the crispy jab a little bit, and he shot on Sakai, and every time, I mean, like I said in the pre-show, if Sergei Spivac could pick up a 290-pound man in Greg Hardy, lift him up, hoist him over his head multiple times, like suplex him, what problem is he going to have with Sakai? And he had no problem. He just took him down time and time again. And I thought, AJ, that the ref was giving Sakai a million chances to get back into the fight, like a million. I was so worried. I was like, is Spivac really not about to get this TKO just because the referee won't call the fight? Man, what happened, man? He hit him enough times. Sakai couldn't respond. And Sakai, after, he looked at the ref like, whoa, what's up? I was like, bro, you were getting your ass beat. Like, come on, don't do that. Like, all respect. I'm a big Sakai fan, but let's have some respect here. And when I take a look at it right now, the numbers appear to be 86 total strikes for Spivac and 14 for Sakai. So, come on, you know what I mean? Let's have some respect. Spivac is the real deal, man. The polar bear, looking sharper every single fight, man. And this should easily get him solidified in the rankings if he's not already. And I don't think he is. Let me just take a quick look at the heavyweight rankings. And it looks like Sergei Spivac he's not ranking. So he should be in the top 15 consensus. You know what I mean? Come this update rankings change, I already have him in at my number 12 spot right there. So I think that's like a fair spot. What do you think is next for Spivac, man? Like, he has the formula in terms of his style to just kind of beat anybody in the division right now, I feel like.
Well, and he is kind of more so, because we always talk about the heavyweight, the hybrid heavyweights. You know, they're fast on their feet. They have all this stuff. And Spivac don't get me wrong, he is fast on his feet. He has the power, but he also has that that ground game, man, that indomitable ground game where he's just gonna maul your ass, take you down, pick you up, or literally get his hands around your feet, pick you up, slam you down, and then just maul you going forward. And who does he go for, or where does he go after this, man? This is an interesting one. Because you got a couple fights that are big up here. You know, the Marcin Tybura, which you might have already fought him. I'm not exactly sure. Jairzinho Rozenstruik would be another good one. See another striker go against a grappler. See how that goes. Even Pavlovich. There's a lot of ways this dude can move into the heavyweight division in not a stacked division, if you will. We always talk about the big leap between, you know, numbers 1 and 5 all the way down to number 15. Man, I think he has solidified himself as a top 15 heavyweight, 100%. Now the next question is, how does the marketing team, how does his management get him to be an actually respected heavyweight? You know, somebody that the people at home, the casuals, know his name now. That's it. I think the next step for Sergei Spivac.
You do it the same way they're doing it for Magomed Ankalaev, man. You don't talk shit, you just whoop ass. That's it, man. And I would like to see a rematch because he did lose to Marcin Tybura back in 2020. I'd like to see a rematch there. But another interesting fight I'd like to see, and this is because this is a dude who I have high in my personal rankings, Sergei Spivac, Alexander Romanov, line it up, let's go. First one to get mounted loses, you know what I'm saying? Because you know you're not getting up from that spot. I mean, listen, man, Alexander Romanov is all of 265 pounds, isn't he? And then Spivac coming in a little bit lighter. Who's got the better throws? Let's find out. You know what I'm saying? Dana, thank me later. Come on, bro. Let's get it. Listen, huge win by Sergei Spivac right here. And, last couple of wins. His last loss is to Tom Aspinall. But prior to that, Carlos Felipe, Jared Vanderaa, Alexei Oleinik, Greg Hardy, Augusto Sakai. It's time to get the name value up a little bit. He already has a win over Tai Tuivasa. Let's not forget that. But this was before Tuivasa was the star that he is currently right now. So, big win by the Polar Bear.